my area of concern with working the elections, or when polls are closed during the day of the election and no one knows anything about it. So I just want to encourage all of the seniors that they need to try and work the polls. We need more seniors out there that are at home every day, not really doing anything, to come out and work the polls, because it's very difficult to get people out. And in Dallas County, they pay you $16 an hour, and that's not a lot of money, but it's enough money probably to pay someone's prescription bill. But they also offer training for seniors. And if you're interested in becoming a poll worker, you can contact your Democratic or Republican Party, whichever one you're in, because they're looking for workers. And when if you contact the county, they may overlook your name, so it's best to go to your party. I just want to give you an example of lack of workers in the polls. And this was in the last election that I worked. The night before the election at 9:30 p.m., we, the co-election judges, received a email stating that we have locations throughout the county that do not have any judges available, and we will not be able to open our judge sites. And we're looking for judges who are willing to move to a location. Well, when you get that request at 9:30 at night before an election, and I'm just going to give you an example. The co-judge and I had went over the day that day, set up our polling location, and it took us 3 or 4 hours to do that. So if someone's telling you the night before to go to another polling location, you're not going to want to change, because that means you've got to try and prepare a election site to be set up for the election during the next day. And when people come to the polls, they're usually coming there at 7 o'clock in the morning because they're going on to work. So this shortage in the staff the night before the election is not only concerning from a voter protection standpoint, but also it poses significant challenges to the election judges. Also, if you decide to change locations the next day, these people, or you get to a poll site that you're not familiar with and you're trying to set up, these people are going to leave the polls and they're not going to get to vote. So that's why I just want to stress for us to get out and work the polls, because to me, we're in control when we're at the polls. We know who's coming to vote. We know that if they need to be turned down or not, if people are getting turned down unfairly, we're there to see if that's going on. So I just want to stress to everyone to make sure that they get out, work the polls, and now is the time to try to get on, because they've already contacted me back in May for working the polls in November to make sure that I'm going to be available. So you can get signed up now if you just reach out to your party and get your name on the list, or if you know someone that works the polls, talk to them and they can get you included. So that's about my push. I just want everybody to, we can do other things as far as our vote is important, but getting out and working those polls are important as well.